Hey guys, L6QN. Pretty nice session. Just that 1-6 halfway through that we have some issues with. I'll try and help you guys understand why. So really nice entrance. And yeah, the nice thing about looking from this angle is we get to see the levels amongst the pieces. You can see how you guys are off level with each other and you're staying level with your piece partners through the move, which is excellent. And Manuel pushes across and over. There's the donut target. Yeah, so first couple of sixes look really good. Some nice randoms in there as well. All good so far. And I wonder if there's a little bit of what's about to come happening here. Let's just have a little look. It's just I can see that Manuel is getting Fred underneath him slightly at this stage. And so it tends to drop him down. Now, if he's over in a clear space, it's okay, but I think, where is one? I think it's the next one coming up. That was really nice. Some, again, good randoms. I really like Felipe just sitting still, kind of letting Marconi work with you. Okay. Yep. I think I'm trying to decide if this is the one I looked at. Yeah. Okay, so sorry guys. This 6, a couple of little things happening. Manuel, you're going back to that heavy rotation at the start. See that, how that grip there, look at it, stays still. That grip's not moving, not moving, not moving, and now it starts to move. All right, so it does go to the right place, but it does it kind of in the reverse order. And the only concern I have with that is the pressure that it puts between you guys in the piece. And then the other thing that I see is that Fred ends up flying underneath Manuel a little bit here. You see that? So there's a bit of a vertical happening here. The vertical should be, and most of the rest of them, Fred, are really good. The vertical should be underneath Felipe. I did some tail this weekend, and I really experimented with trying to stay as close as possible to inside center going through on the 6. And the way I do that is I start like this, and rather than trying to come around Marconi, try and it feels like doing the front of block 8 almost. So you, in fact, if I put a cursor here on your center point, can you see how you're backing up relative to that? So you started off with your center point there, and now you've shifted onto here. So the goal for you, Fred, is to make sure that your center point stays still and your head stays next to here and almost in a compressed picture now. So that right now you're already coming through with your body kind of at this angle, and then the last little bit is backwards. So yeah, a couple of little things going on there. I watched that for a while. I'm not totally sure if I've completely nailed the reason for it. But let's look at this one. Obviously a different camera angle is going to give us a slightly different perspective on it. We've still got the early rotation here, but the grip does move. All right, so that's the grip moving. It's moved from here, that's the center of the grip, to here. So that's really good. And then we see that Fred has a real clean line underneath Felipe on this one. And there's absolutely no chance of Manuel getting any of the burble from Fred as he comes through on the 6. So this is a really good one. And if I look at, remember what I did, Fred, with your cursor before, with my cursor and your center point, is I left it at your center point, and on this one, your head really steps forward of that point. Do you see that? And your center point is still the same. Whereas on that previous one, it looked like your center point was backing up slightly. And so now as you go through the center, and in fact now you're coming back through more backwards and you're occupying less space in the center. So for me, this is a really nice one. Felipe and Fred, you guys have just switched places on the 180 rather than backing around at all. I think that was the only 6 that we had an issue, and it did create a bit of a log jam on the randoms afterwards. So we'll stay with that as the reason, unless you guys can give me any more information. But again, that's a really good one for seeing the clear line. So Manuel and Marconi, you guys clear the center, donut picture, hovering. You guys are hovering up there at your level. You guys are staying down. And then Fred and Felipe crossing in the clear air for the catch. Yeah, good guys. You see that, Manuel? Have a look at your move now. Watch it. Look how much rotation you've got now. Now, it's okay because you go over and you hover. The only thing, like I said, is providing that it's not affecting you guys negatively. And obviously we want to make sure that Felipe has the chance to open, because he can't go anywhere. With your shoulder here, he can't move anywhere. That shoulder has to move before he can think about doing. So if we want to make this block any quicker in the future, that's a stopping point there. Because it's still not clear, it's still not clear, it's still not clear, it's still not clear. Now it's clear. Now the good thing about that is that the timing is correct. But as the back guys start to get quicker as well, it can be an issue. Still reckon, Manuel, that you can go a little more forward at the start, that your focus should be on your center point traveling down that line as opposed to rotating first. Yeah, it's something that helped me fix stuff like that is I put my awareness in my center point as I'm making the move. So obviously it's very easy to put your awareness in your head or in your hands when you're making a block move, but try and really put your awareness in your center. And maybe it's time for a couple more no contact. Maybe look at a few blocks no contact just to tidy up the trajectories.